Our top story tonight, officials from the Georgia Department of Natural Resources saying, quote, structural failure is likely to blame for yesterday's gangway collapse on Sapelo Island, leading to the death of 7 people and injuring multiple others, including 3 that remain in critical condition. DNR Commissioner Walter Rabin said at a press conference today that upwards of 40 people were on the gangway and at least 20 fell into the water when it collapsed. In a statement released just about an hour ago, the Georgia DNR said the gangway was last inspected in December of last year. Rabin said in that press conference earlier today that aluminum gangways typically don't require much maintenance. The DNR and many other local, state, and federal agencies are investigating the incident. WSAV's Danielle Cobb has been on Sapelo Island all day. She has the latest.
Not even 24 hours ago, a gangway holding 40 people stood over these waters. In the blink of an eye, it collapsed. A frightening moment for the 20 people scrambling to get out of the water and for the dozens of witnesses. Now, the area has been secured as officials are picking up the pieces.
To be honest, I didn't know what really was going on because, people were saying that a bridge had collapsed.
But it wasn't a bridge. It was the gangway to the loading dock for the ferry back to the mainland. Word of mouth got around quickly, with residents on the island rushing to see what was going on.
We got in there within the 7-minute period of hearing that the collapse had happened.
Reginald Hall and Josiah Watts, both Sapelo Island residents, say they jumped into action as quick as they could, joining other community members in a swift rescue mission.
I watched our family members, along with friends and other workers, really jump in and become a community that had an opportunity to attempt to save lives.
The tide was low and the current was strong, exposing the thick marsh, making it even more difficult to pull people ashore. Because
of the terrain, you're talking about oyster shells, you're talking about knee-deep mud marsh mud, and it was something to really try and figure out how do we help the people that's lying on these grounds without cutting them up on these oyster shells. They both say this comes as no surprise, as they've been talking about the issues with the gangway for a long while now. Not just them, but the whole community. There was just so many things that run through your head. We've been talking about it for a year and a half. The dock was too long. The gangplank, too long, with no middle support. They're now searching for hope after devastation through their community, but mostly through the county. They truly hope that other issues around the island are listened to and taken seriously, preventing another heartbreaking tragedy from occurring again.
So we have to look at, was that adhered to? Was it followed up on? Was it even looked at? We don't know that, but I think that that's something that we're going to need to know.
At least 7 people have died and 3 are in critical condition. Georgia DNR still has not confirmed what caused the dock to collapse. Reporting from Sapelo Island, Danielle Cobb, WSAV News 3, on your side.